A series of unfortunate events, 2025. A series of unfortunate events, 2025. Lord willing, this message will be edifying, giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Kwam Yashala, Shalom. A series of unfortunate events. And that's exactly what's unfolding here in Babylon the Great America. A series of unfortunate events. Unfortunate, but yet fortunate events, all right? Unfortunate for the inhabitants on the earth. Because according to Revelations, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse, the devil shall come down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time left. All right? Matter of fact, I'll just open up with that. Because these unfortunate but yet fortunate events that are happening on the earth, all right, is ultimately cleansing the earth and refreshing it for this new leadership that's coming in, which is the leadership of the hopeful elect, under whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. All right, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea." The word woe means destruction. All right, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. The word devil means deceiver. Who's the deceiver on the planet Earth and of the planet Earth? Who is Esau Edom? All right, the border of wickedness according to Malachi 1 and 4. All right, whom the earth was given into the hands of, according to Revelation the 6th chapter. All right, that red horse, unto whom was given a great sword to take peace from the earth. All right. So it's a series of unfortunate events that are taking place on the earth that's transitioning the power. All right. These different plagues, judgments, which are really justice from the heavens, man. Lord willing, I can get a lesson in on that title. Lord willing, that's an interesting title. Justice from the heavens, man, because we're going to actually receive justice from the heavens, man. All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Let's see where I'll start at. I'll start at 37. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. A series of unfortunate events. All right. These different plagues, as I said, plagues. All right. That's plagues, plural, meaning more than one. These events throughout the planet Earth are unfortunate, but yet fortunate, because they're judgments in the form of disasters, death, mournings. As the scriptures say, this book is filled with lamentation, mournings, and woes. So that's what you actually see going out on the planet Earth. Justice, man. All right? Unfortunate, but yet fortunate events, because these events are cleaning up the earth. All right? And it's the Lord's judgment. The scriptures are reading it. It says 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. Again, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, right? And we know those pains, they're like alerts to the woman to let her know that she's getting closer and closer to that birth, the inevitable, all right? The birth of that child that's in her womb, all right? And that's likened unto the return of Yahweh Shai, getting closer and closer and closer. And each judgment that we see go out brings us closer and closer to that return. So it's a series of unfortunate but fortunate events. Fortunate for the righteous because, all right, this is the time where the they shall not be able to oppress he that gotten the victory, all right, or save him that is destroyed, which is Esau Edom, man. Okay, so everything is coming into fruition. 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and the destruction and judgment of Esau Edom, man. The Lord is working a work in this day, man. These different plagues and judgments and events that are going out throughout the planet Earth, the elect being sealed, all right, the fiery trial of the righteous, okay, the judgment of the wicked and them being taken out of power, all right, the earth on fire with the glory of the Lord, all this knowledge and the spirit of the Lord moving on the earth, okay, and moving the people. This is a great time, man. 2nd Ezra 16:38, again, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, contractions, then that water breaks, all right? Then the inevitable starts to transpire. That child gets closer and closer, centimeters closer, all right? The judgments on the earth are likened onto that. We're getting closer and closer until Yahweh Shah, whom the world even really calls Jesus Christ, from returning. So it says, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment, meaning that back to back to back. And that's how you see these judgments on the earth, back to back to back to back. All right, not slack at all. Okay, when you think you're getting some rest from one, then you get another. Like the scriptures say, the day of the Lord is as if one flee from a lion and a bear had met him. Okay, this is Amos 5, and I'll start at 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. To what end is it for you? ? The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light. You see, and we're coming upon that day. Alas, alas, like it tells you in Jeremiah, that day is great. It is the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's that he? That elect man, all right? That man that's fighting and battling, okay, and righteousness. Like the scriptures say, ye that suffer for righteousness' sake, the kingdom of heaven is yours, man. So you got the elect fighting for righteousness' sake. You got judgment onto the wicked that's being poured out. You got these events that's going out throughout the planet Earth, and the Lord is showing his hand, man, who really has the power, man. All right? And it's not man. Definitely not the base of men, Esau Edom. All right? And we're going to know that in these times. Amos 5:19, as if a man did flee from a lion. I'm going to read 18 again. I'll start at 18 again. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. See, calamity after calamity after calamity. The plagues draw nigh and are not slack, back to back to back. And that's how this year has been. 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and the destruction and judgment of Esau Edom. From the very beginning of this year, all right, you've had years worth of events in days, man, and weeks, in just 3 months, man, almost 3 months. Okay, you've had years worth of events in days, man. All right. So it says, verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very darkness and no brightness in it? And that's what it's seeing, man. The plagues are drawing nigh and they're not slack. The Lord is showing who has the power and the authority in the earth, and it's not man. All right. Definitely not the basis of men, which is Esau Edom. All right. So it says 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 38 again, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And that's what's happening here on the planet Earth, man. Specifically to Babylon the Great, man. Babylon the Great is being surrounded by these different judgments, surrounded by these different plagues and pestilences and evils, man. All right, because the Lord has this place targeted for justice, man. The Lord is going to show who's the true power in the earth, man, that's ruling and controlling over everything. And it's not man, definitely not the basis of men. All right, who is Esau Edom. All right, and there's been a series of unfortunate events on the earth, but they're fortunate for the hopeful elect. Like the scriptures say that the end of the times might come through him. So the wicked is being taken out of power And the Lord is steady rising up the righteous, all right? That man of valor, that man of integrity, the meek, all right? And he's being risen up to now inherit the earth, all right, and rule and be a justice over the earth and righteousness, man. It's the perfect end of an underdog story, man, all right? What we have here in this ministry, man, okay? Getting that victory over this beast, over this image, over this system, all right? Over these unfortunate events that have befalled over this unfortunate, all right, and detestable, for lack of better words, unfortunate and detestable land, which is America, Babylon the Great. So Lord willing, this message be edifying. We give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, who rule well and are worthy of the double honors. Until next time, Kwame Yashala, Shalom.